Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. And
I'm glad that's still the case.
what is... Get Dortesh, get that, find a cure. Head west on the road towards Baldur's Gate. We should go after him. He's hiding somewhere in Baldur's Gate. Okay. Where do we go? What is this? And what is over here?
Like your mind.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in this?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
That was a thing. So wait, welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3.
Darkness on the island.
I think I already said that.
Enough.
Gods, I can't wait to be back home.
We need to get back to the city before those monsters do. Baldur's Gate is my home. I have to protect it.
Can't believe there are mind flayers targeting Baldur's Gate. We can't let them gain a foothold.
There's such a wide mix of accents going on here.
Safe return to the city. We'll see you there, Helmling.
Okay.
The road to Baldur's Gate is
I
west
like
of the
to do the
town.
rounds
If we
again.
hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Everyone's wrecked. Leave them
I've got a long road ahead.
Fair
Very
enough.
well.
Okay. What is investigate the investigate? Why does investigate the find the night song? Find mole. Proceed without reaching the Githyanki Creesh. Okay. Gather your allies. Volo has become a most loyal ally. Really? Really? Count as formidable. Okay, what is this right here? I think this is just a bug, to be honest. It doesn't appear to still be on my, Okay, just a moment, I'm seeing a thing. Let's see. Is she? Yep. I let myself get a little bit overburdened. Just, you know, a little bit. We still have one regular smoke powder gone. We used the brilliant retort. Is there other things here that I could be transferring over? Over this way. We don't have a waypoint for it. We just have to move on. We could.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Done everything you want to do. We are going to go to do a rest. And who's over here? Isabel and Aelin. We have a lot of people to talk to.
What's up for discussion?
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
That's Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Said you can say what led to your pact in exile.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I wouldn't give up my soul if that's what we're getting.
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen. and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow it.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate.
That's a little
Grant me
distracting in
your
the
soul
background.
and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Yep, that's how they recruit. She doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it? Quite simple. They're recruiting for the Blood War.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
It's a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, the cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Okay, is that how you lost your eye in the Battle with the Cult of Dragons?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did.
Okay, we'll return to the subject later.
I understand.
Okay. You must be...
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Okay. Suppose I can't blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
Okay, this I don't like, because from what I know of the lore, you have to be evil to be a devil. You can look like one, but you won't be. Hey, Lae'zel.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
How about this?
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Do you mean the famed prince?
Yes. Famed and long dead, the fool traitor. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
Okay. Just tell me what it says.
Very well. The Prince of the Comet. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Ketheric...
I've read this.
This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying queen. You speak. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant.
Thought about... Okay. Leave. Okay. Let's go down here.
Can't slow down.
These two are down here. Thaniel is down here.
Something's on my mind.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High, darling Isabel, is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
That was actually me, wasn't it? I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Still a great deal about you, I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
I think I'll come back to this later, though. I want to get to part 3.
Let's see what this does.
It's interesting that Lae'zel had nothing to say about skipping the creche. I think we've not. We would have to go to the creche in order to get her good, develop her story. Oh well. Okay. So. I am going to save here, just so there is a save here that I can go back and do the talking to if it turns out that I missed that opportunity. It's this way, I think. Yeah.
The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
Road to Baldur's Gate.
Looks like an army marched through here.
Yeah. Once you move on, you'll not be able to return.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Ketheric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this, at least, you have triumphed.
It's a pretty tree. Enemies that are standing in darkness are harder to hit unless you have dark vision. Yeah, unfortunate. Would love to find some goggles of night. That would be really nice. Standing for a portrait. That's what's going on here.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Orin.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Well, that's lovely. Okay, so she did die. He still calls Aelin a thief? Toxic fathers or parents are strange.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Why? Autosave successful. What? Okay. There we go. That's what was going on.
Breathe deep and move.
Actually,
Let's get going. At the ready.
there's Shadowheart. There's Karlach. There's Jaheira. Shadowheart. Could have seen her much earlier if I had looked at...
I've been lied to.
My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal
Indeed.
itself.
But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Should I be concerned?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Talk to me.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
Okay.
Of course.
May I have a kiss?
Just the one?
Whoops, did not mean to do that. How are you?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
Wait, Elithids. Okay, leave. Cool. Let's see, where is...
A long way to go still.
All right, what now?
Let's go find...
These
Karlach?
boots have seen everything.
Karlach's way out here. Lounging. Hoot!
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
Soldier,
See what you have to say.
he got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future.
Excuse me.
My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Okay. Okay, so where is the bedrolls? Over here. I have
Better not be
suspicion.
cursed.
Someone in camp still wishes to speak to you. wants to speak to me. Okay. You?
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Yeah, but his soul's probably gone on to other worse places.
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Certainly there's magic in a look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
And I'm going to switch to a new video.